What's up, VC? I was gone for a little while mainly because my phone was having issues again and been super busy. And but still been watching some videos and all that good stuff. So, what I've been up to, just playing a shit ton of shows. We are getting to the point where we're playing like 3 shows a week. It's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is awesome. And then I'm playing solo shows in between that. And then but then we did 3 shows in 24 hours. We did 2 shows on a Saturday and I had to play Sunday afternoon. Super awesome, not complaining. But right now we're gonna go, the music school my drummer teaches at, there's a recording studio they have built in there. We already did some recordings there, so we're gonna record an actual first album. Then there's gonna be a handful of originals with a few cover songs, just to be able to have something on the streaming services. And just to be able to add some stuff to the set list and all that. So, basically just been busy with music as usual, which is, you guys already know, that's what it's all about for me. So cheers. I haven't been in the record store for over a month. Now don't worry, I've been trying to get to the point where I want to go there like once a month, buy a small stack, come home and enjoy records for a month. And even if once every 2 weeks, once a week, shit. But I was getting to a point where I was always just going like every day. I usually go through waves where this goes all the way back to my teenage years where I would be buying a lot every day and then I'd slow down. But I've always been a consistent collector ever since I was a young kid. But I feel like the last couple years got a crazy amount of records, but I'm super stoked on it. Even went through with a fine comb, kind of throughout the last few years, I've been going through my collection to see, hey, am I really going to listen to this record or should I just trade it in? Found quite a few albums I realized, you know what, parted ways with, and there's nothing wrong with that. I got credit, so I got a bunch of other new records in exchange of those. But I feel like every record in my collection is something I really enjoy listening to. There's nothing there like I kind of enjoy listening to, like just one song. It's pretty much 99% of my collection is albums you can just put on, let cruise, and I love the whole thing. But that being said, the awesome thing is, I got so many records. I've just been enjoying making sure I've been listening to a lot of records that, like, fuck, I forgot I got this 6 months ago, you know? So, and have I not been getting any records at all? No, I've had a few come in the mail. Like I got the live Cannibal Corpse a while back. On some highway scenes. I filmed it. Sorry, I'm like all stuttering here, but I filmed an episode because my phone was full. It just died. But it's a pretty good episode. I'm going to post it up. But I think I might have showed my Cannibal Corpse live album on that episode, or maybe an episode previous to that. It's been a minute. But I got that in the mail, and then I got... This is one most recent one I got not too long ago in the mail. Bad Religion's first album. And then I realized what I do want to, like, what genre I want to start adding to more. Let me turn this down a little bit. And this is The Hookers. I got this a while back. I think I might have already showed it. Killer album. I had a copy of this and I couldn't find the copy, so I found the actual CD online. But anyways, what genres do I want to start adding to my collection? I feel like everyone in the vinyl community has added quite a bit of jazz, just because jazz is awesome. You know what I mean? And I think there's been a lot of new people to jazz that figured they probably would have never listened to jazz. And then, you know, what ends up happening, once you get a Miles Davis or a John Coltrane or just once you get a good jazz album and really listen to it, you're in. You're a jazz fan. I hate to, it happens pretty quick. And I think a lot of people never thought it would happen so easily. But so then you're just going down the jazz rabbit hole. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, I found this out a while ago. So I was taking jazz improv and I was like, I need to start listening to more jazz. You can't. The crazy thing to play jazz, you need to listen to jazz. Even if you know music theory and all that stuff and you know something about jazz, a little bit about jazz guitar or a lot, you need to hear it. You listen to it to soak it in. But I remember just thinking, man, I bet if you went down a while ago, a long time ago, I remember thinking, man, I bet the jazz genre is just like probably a shit ton of jazz records. And that's true. Now they're reissuing a lot of them. So anyways, still going to be adding jazz to the collection. Not going to abandon adding jazz. Just what I started thinking about it, like what genre, and what's weird, it's like you go full circle. I've been listening to a lot heavier stuff, not more than usual, but it's, again, everything comes in waves. I'll go for a while where even playing in a punk band, I'll go like 2 years where I'll be putting punk in every now and then, but I won't go through like a whole week straight of punk music or one genre. I'm always kind of all over the map. But lately I've just been trying to soak in, just go to the collection. Like what Mazzy does, the whack-a-mole kind of approach, which I think we all do that anyways, but sometimes maybe we forget to do that. So anyways, listening to a little bit more of the punk, and I realize, like, Ty, come on, get to the point here. Yeah, I want to add some more like punk, obviously, to the collection. And I have a good amount, but nothing like Richie or some of the other people in the vinyl community that, I've known this. There's this one guy I followed on Instagram a while ago, before I even started posting videos on YouTube about vinyl. And he showed his record room, picture of his record room. Just a ceiling to the floor. All 4 walls or whatever. And at least 2 of the walls. And it was just all punk, he said. And I was like, wow. I mean, just his collection's huge. It's in the thousands. But I was thinking, like, yeah, I have like it blew me away. And then Vinyl Richie was another person where tons of punk. He has a lot of other stuff also, but it is crazy. Now I'm not trying to go get that badass, but there's quite a few albums that I used to listen to that I still have on CD. Some I don't, but I'm like, I want to try to get a lot of the ones I have on CD onto vinyl. Not in a hurry, just slowly but surely. And again, this isn't a crazy amount. Again, we're talking like, right off the top of my head, I could probably think of like 20 punk albums I would like to add. So, and I'd be stoked with that until I, start thinking about it more. So that's what's been going on. I have been listening. I put a CD player in here. I usually had a CD player in the other room to my stereo that runs cassette tapes and CDs I had specifically for that. But I feel like there was times where I'm in here, I didn't feel like going to my music room. Just wanted to chill in my main record room. So I finally hooked up a CD player again, and been pulling out the CDs. And so I went for a while where I'm still playing vinyl every day, but it's like, once I put on the record, if I'm always like, so I was listening to Black Flag Damage on CD for a while. Once I got it, I was all stoked about it. So I put on the album on vinyl, and still sounded good. You guys already know what I'm talking about with vinyl. But it's different than like punk on vinyl. Sounds good. I love the crackles. I love the vinyl. But the damn CD would just sounded better. You know what I mean? As far as cranking up really loud. Now it's not the same, different vibe here, obviously. But I remember when I put the record out, I was like, damn, the CD, I want to probably hear the CD later today, But that's not the same though with like Jimi Hendrix. The Jimi Hendrix CDs still sound really good and crisp. When you put on the vinyl, and again, it just depends. Everyone's ear is different, you know what I mean? Like I still love hearing punk on vinyl and stuff, but it's gonna have the CDs too, you know what I mean? So one of the CDs I had a lot of CDs back in the day where I didn't have cases to. Like just my friend had come across CDs and stuff, but you don't have the case. So one of them like that was Sepultura's Morbid Visions, Bestial Devastation, I think. Bestial, anyways, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But anyways, Morbid Visions. But it's a double album on one. But I never had the case to it. Well, I go to try to find the CD the other day, and it's non-existent. And this actually happened a while ago, and I looked for it again, trying to think, maybe I can go look a little better. So I finally just ordered it, and I don't have this on vinyl at all. It's kind of not hard to find on vinyl, but it is expensive. And I'm like just waiting for them to do a reissue, hopefully. And so I never had the case to this, so it's cool. Well, since this is a reissue, the CD itself looks different. And I was kind of bummed out about that because it's weird how back in the day you got so used to seeing the same CD. It's the same musically, it's the same, but the CD looks different. So I'm like, I was like a little bit disappointed. But super stoked to finally get it, and it's just brought back a flood of memories. I've heard this, really listened to this album all the way through it. It was kind of my first death metal album I got into. Hearing it, it almost has a black metal vibe to it. Never really got into black metal. I just couldn't take that shit serious. Like, I went when I was taking, chromatic harmony and music 10C or whatever, or 10D. There was this one kid who was all obsessed with death metal, and I just hear these stories of these death metal bands, and super sad because I people actually died and stuff. But I was like, dude, it's like the Spinal Tap of metal in my opinion. And then the music never sounded that great either. And I'm sure, I can't say I would dislike some of the stuff he would put on, but it was nothing that was catchy enough for me to want to listen to as much as death metal. But Sepultura is pretty close, but their lyrics are not so much black metalish. But what's cool is it comes with a little story on here where the band talks about how they didn't know English when they were writing this stuff. So they had a dictionary translating word by word. So, the dedication. The drummer said he didn't even know when they went in the studio the first time. He never used a drum kit with the hi-hat that worked, so he wouldn't even put his foot on the hi-hat. He really, I don't even think he knew that was, he didn't even think about it at the time. So, that's cool. It's a cool album in metal history, I feel like, because Sepultura became such a big band. They're still around. The only original member is the bass player, actually. Because Andreas Kisser is not even the original guitar player. But those two have held it down and kept the band going. And totally different band now, but I love that they kept it going. Not a biggest fan of the music that they put out now. But I can't really say I've heard that much of it either. So, But I would go see them live, though, if they came in the area. So, got this, been bumping this. I think I might have showed this, haven't showed this. I got Cannibal Corpse, Butchered at Birth. I don't have this on CD, or on vinyl, got on CD. It's kind of weird. Some of these CDs are kind of hard to find. Cannibal Corpse is weird. It's some of the shit's kind of hard to find. It seems like, you can order a lot of it, but just when you go to stores, you don't usually see them having too many of that stuff. At least my spot. They did have some, though. So, yeah. So, that's what I've been up to. I don't want you guys to think I completely abandoned. Just been busy. My phone was having issues. And, it's one of those things where I'm going to still be posting videos consistently. But when my phone's not working, it totally bothers me. It's annoying. So, that being said, the main vinyl, I'm stoked I got this. I think I already showed this. I got this other. This isn't my favorite Bad Religion. I already showed this record a while back, but this one came out when I was in 6th grade, so I remember the video being on MTV. Still good though. I think it's the first album with this drummer, possibly. This drummer did a good job though. And I did already show this Coffin Break Killer album. I've just been bumping this every now and then. And somebody asked me about the song I had heard, and I was like, let me see. Anyways, I went through my classical selection to see if I found the song, and I realized I got this box set. I bought this a long time ago. It's a classical guitar box of John Williams, Andreas Segovia, Carlos Montoya, and a few other cats. Names like Narciso Yepes. Narciso. Anyways, I remember getting this back in the day for $5. I know it's flamenco guitar mainly, but and some classical guitar. Yeah. But hence the name classical guitar. But there's notes on the paper on the sleeves, taped 23rd February of 73. And then there's a couple other notes on the sleeves. So I'm like, was the person who owned this previous involved with recording this stuff? Or were they just saying they put these vinyl, but they're doing cassette tape recorders in 73. Maybe they already were. I'm probably way off on that. Who knows? But anyways, there's notes throughout these record sleeves on here. So interesting, really good condition. And it's that Cinquenan. Anyways, I've seen this logo on other records I have. So maybe you guys know something about that. Anyways, I'm gonna listen to this. I haven't listened to it in a while. Anyways, dive into this. super good quality, and it's like in mint condition. So yeah. So cheers. What have you guys been up to? Throw a comment. I hope you're staying positive on that good stuff. I feel like back in the day, like, this is for real, and I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, but like, I remember after when September 11th happened in 2001, shit was gnarly, super saddening. I remember everyone remembers waking up to, like, I remember I got up, I turned the TV on, and then one had already hit one of the towers, and then but I was so half awake. I thought it was like I didn't know how big the trade towers were, because I'd never been to New York City, so I thought like a small Cessna plane had hit the building. Still bad, but I didn't really, it just wasn't, came back from the bathroom after getting ready for the day, and then just drama unraveled. Anyways, the next week in our hometown, the one thing I did notice on TV was just how the news was just pumping that story, which rightly so. But it just seemed like you needed to, like, I remember as a kid, like, man, turn the TV off a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, this is gnarly, something so saddening happened, but I think in a time like that, go help people that you need and stay again, like, that's when your moment, try to shine in a moment of sadness. But I feel like the way the news was, this is over 20 years ago, that it just was not it just had you, like, in constant tragic mode. Again, deservedly so, or whatever, in that gnarly type of situation. But I just remember thinking, like, man, I feel like the news was pushing it too hard. Like, they, which, the news, and the news wasn't so bad back then, hasn't, whatever you want me to say, maybe it was. But I remember even going back further. I remember 5th grade, our teacher used to start the day off. It was a portion when we had to, like, learn how to, like, go through the newspaper, so we were doing this for, like, about a month or so, where we would watch the news in the morning. And it was pretty light news usually, but every now and then it would, like, show something kind of, it was news. I remember even telling I remember recommending my teacher, damn, this is, like, kind of starting the day off with a little bummer. We were like, maybe we'll save the news for night. So in 2008, I made a conscious effort to where I wasn't going to watch any more cable. I'm just like, fucking no more cable. Like, I'm just going to listen to records and put movies on. You know what I mean? And live in, like, whatever. And, ignorance is bliss, whatever. Live in your own bubble. Still be aware, obviously, because you can search the news out. But it was weird that, like, and I was anti-cell phone. Used to drive my girlfriends crazy, but I just thought a cell phone was like an invisible leash. So I was anti-cell phone. I didn't get a cell phone until this one house I couldn't get a landline to where it was located at, so I had to get a cell phone. And that was what kind of got me sucked in. I was anti-social media forever. The only reason my bass player actually started my Facebook for me. He's like, you can promote for the band if you want to. But I was like, I'm never going to get on there. Of course I ended up getting on there. But I was even late to that game. Still, I've never been on Twitter. I have, and take that back. I mean, I've seen Twitter because our band had a Twitter, and I think it's still on there, but we never fucked with it. So I remember, like, maybe going in there and looking at it and, like, being like, okay, I've literally, like, probably, like, 5 times altogether back in the day I checked that out. But I've never had a personal profile or anything like that. That's what we're going to start with. But, so where is this all leading? The positive vibes. My phone's about ready to die. You know what I mean? Like, give yourself a break, at least, from from that much news being, if you are watching a lot of news, or if you're just scrolling a lot of stuff and your algorithm kind of has it more in the negative realm. For YouTube, you can click it to where it's not interested and not shove whatever that topic was in your face. So anyways, maybe you already know what's up and you don't have to deal with this and you're doing great, and that's right on. Hugs to you. But this is just advice I give to myself. You know what I mean? So I'm just sharing the advice that I use. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. So anyways, I'm excited to be back, guys. You know what I mean? So cheers. This video, of course, went way too long, but that's how I roll. This is a good cup of coffee. So stay positive. Play lots of vinyl. Play lots of music. I've been getting all these free VHS movies off of Marketplace. That'll be a whole nother episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.